this video, we'll talk about personality disorders. Overall, to treat personality disorders, we're going to use psychotherapy. So first, let's talk about schizoid personality disorder. These people don't desire to have friends. They like to be alone. They don't really want any companionship. And schizoid, it sounds like the beginning sounds like schizophrenia, but these people don't have any delusions or hallucinations. Schizoid can be compared to avoidant personality disorder. Avoidant personality people, they actually want to have friends, but they're afraid of being rejected and they're very shy. And this can further be compared to social anxiety. People with social anxiety are embarrassed in particular public settings, for example, giving speeches in front of a large crowd. Now, going back, our next personality disorder is schizotypal personality. These people have like magical thinking, they have like eccentric behaviors, they also dress very oddly, and again, these people don't have any hallucinations or delusions. Next, let's talk about antisocial personality disorder. So to have this diagnosis, you have to be over the age of 18, and these people will break laws, they hurt animals, they hurt people, they have no remorse for their actions. And also to have this diagnosis, you have to have conduct disorder when you're younger. And the definition of conduct disorder is before the age of 15. Also, same thing. They break the law, no remorse for their actions. They hurt people, animals, committing a lot of crimes. And then antisocial and conduct disorder can be compared to oppositional defiant disorder. Oppositional defiant will be like those young kids who don't follow the rules. They get in arguments with their parents and teachers, but they're not violating laws. They're not committing crimes. Next, we have borderline personality disorder. High-yield defense mechanism that borderline people use is splitting. So for example, one day someone's really nice to you. They're doing what you want them to do, so you really like them. The next day, you don't like what they're doing, or they say something that makes you upset, so then you suddenly hate them. So they have very unstable moods and behaviors. They don't have great interpersonal relationships. They're very attention-seeking. They'll have a history of repeated suicide attempts or gestures. They have self-injurious behaviors. They're also very impulsive, and they also fear abandonment. This can be kind of contrasted and compared to histrionic personality disorder. Histrionic people also are very attention-seeking. They don't have long-lasting relationships either, but they have more inappropriate and sexually seductive behaviors. Next, we have narcissistic personality disorder. These people think that they're the best. The way they do things is the right way to do it. They want to be admired all the time. And sometimes this can be compared to OCPD, because OCPD also likes to have things done in a certain way. They think their way is the right way to do it. But OCPD is driven by the need for perfectionism and orderliness, versus narcissistic is driven by the need to be admired. OCPD is ego-syntonic, meaning they don't think anything's wrong with the way they're doing things, like they're in their rigid behaviors, versus OCD is ego-dystonic, meaning they know that their behaviors are not necessarily normal. For example, they know like checking the locks 20 times isn't appropriate, but they can't get rid of those intrusive thoughts and their compulsive actions. Next, we have dependent personality disorder. These people have very poor self-confidence. They fear separation. They have this excessive need to be taken care of, and they feel very hopeless when left alone. Lastly, we have paranoid personality disorder, which is what it sounds like. They're always paranoid, they're suspicious, and they don't really trust people. And lastly, all of these personality disorders are grouped into 3 clusters. Clusters A, B, and C. Cluster A is made up of schizotypal, schizoid, and paranoid personalities. Cluster B is made up of borderline, histrionic, narcissistic, and antisocial. And cluster C is made up of avoidant, dependent, OCPD. Let's talk about a couple high-yield defense mechanisms real fast. So we already talked about splitting with borderline personality disorder. Another big one is projection. So that's when you take your own feelings but put them onto someone else. So for example, you are wanting to break up with your significant other, but you're accusing them of breaking up with you. Another defense mechanism that's high-yield is reaction formation. So this is when you have kind of an extreme opposite reaction to what you're feeling. So let's say you really don't like person A, but whenever you're around person A, you're really nice to them. And lastly, let's talk about displacement. So this is when you're displacing your feelings. It's usually anger onto something else. So let's say earlier this morning, your boss got really upset at you, and then when you come home, you take out that anger and frustration on your kids or a pet or a trash can, something that's less threatening to you.